Hi, my name is Fiona and I'm one of the directors of Fractured Land.
And I'm Damien and I'm the other director of Fractured Land.
Fractured Land started off as a film about fracking in northern BC, but since Damien and I have been filming for almost 2 years, we've realized that it's about so much more.
Yeah, like fracking is just one piece of a whole web of interconnected energy projects in northern Canada, from the tar sands to pipelines and coal mines.
These projects have disastrous implications for our environment, but they also offer us an opportunity to come together, especially Indigenous and non-Indigenous people.
And we've realized that we have so much to learn from the ancient wisdom of these Indigenous cultures we've been so privileged to work with, like how to live more in harmony with the land and each other.
The story is told through the eyes of a young Indigenous lawyer, almost lawyer, named Behn, who's so graciously opened his world to us.
And we're just so privileged to be able to share a little of his story with you now.
My daughter and her husband brought him home. And then Grandpa was holding him and he said, "You're gonna be a great hunter, boy."
Anybody who can throw a hatchet and sue you is a force to be reckoned with.
I never thought life could be like this. I never once in my wildest dreams thought I'd be doing the kind of things I'm doing now.
The territory that I come from in northeastern British Columbia is some of the most heavily developed. First they came for the trees, they came for the gold, they came for the fur, they came for the children, they came for the oil, they came for the gas. Then they started taking the water, and they're using the water to fracture the bones of Mother Earth.
Have to get back to those places where the wisdom was embedded and learned in the first place.
We believe there is sufficient water in northeastern British Columbia to support current and future unconventional gas development.
They are using and destroying massive amounts of water up there.
Places that people have gone and fished for years, they're not finding fish anymore.
These wells are leaking. This is going to ruin the groundwater.
We have much more abundant resources of gas than we had ever fathomed.
We've gotten to the point where, in our desperate need for hydrocarbons, we actually, by definition, inject poisons into the earth.
Almost every house, at least every other house, has probably had someone with cancer or someone in their family with major birth defects.
Kids, when they get exposed to chemicals, I have a birth defect, 18 surgeries, 7 plates, 20 screws in my face. And this isn't a game. It's real people, real cultures.
They're the heroes, my elders, and they were handcuffed like they were dangerous criminals.
We have this perceived enemy outside, but our fight is not with that enemy. Our fight is a psychological fight.
Half of my family supports the industry and half of them works very actively against it.
My brother has to take care of his family, so he's up there too.
I think to some degree we are all fractured within ourselves.
How do we deal with two different worldviews and value systems existing in our behavior?
How do you defend your home when something much bigger and more powerful wants to take it and destroy it?
If only to do it just right and articulate those principles just perfectly, perhaps there's a chance we can make a change.
The reconciliation now is much bigger than just our two societies. It's about water and the ability we have as cultures and societies to mitigate our destructive behavior in the face of unknowns.
The fundamental question for all people, native and non-native, what kind of world do we want to live in?
If Canadians decide to refuse this impoverished vision of our country as the world's gas tank, we can be a game changer.
I want to be the tip of the spear, at least a part of it.